In this school after hours, the chairs of an empty classroom start going crazy and moving around all by themselves.
So check natin yung nakabahan ko guys. So yun guys, narinig mo yun? Check natin guys kung ano yung so grabe yung balahibo ko guys. Check natin. So ayan yung pintuan na akong malabog. So check natin guys. Yun, narinig ko ngayon guys na naka-on yung ano, yan. Yun guys, so yung kita niyo yung mga bangko. Yun guys. Yan, walang tao dyan guys ha. Tapos yung electric fan sa itaas. Yan o. Parang may kakaiba talaga dito guys. Yan, kita nyo. Yan guys o. Yan guys. Kita nyo. Yan guys o. Kita nyo. So, grabe yung so, kailangan natin i-off yung ano. Grabe, nakakatakot dito guys, sobra. So check natin, pasukin natin guys para kita nyo yung sen guys. So guys, woo, Lord. Guys, so ito yung trabaho ko guys. Grabe, sobrang nakakatakot guys. Grabe yung tindig ng balahibo ko, sobra. So yun. So yan, kita nyo naman guys yung yun guys. So yan. Yan. Ayan guys. Ayan. So try natin i-off yung ano. Kasi naka-on yan. Yan. Naka-on yan. So try natin i-off natin yan. Grabe. Ano. Okay. Yan guys, oh. Kita nyo. Yun ang ano. Sabitan natin na off. Ito. Dito. Ito pala. Yung switch guys. Yan wala na. So yan. Tingnan nyo. Grabe. Labas na guys. Kasi hindi ko kaya yung takot dito. So, yan lang guys. Yan guys, kita kids.
6. Ghost in the car taken by a mother of her daughter heading to graduation practice in what was supposed to be an empty car. If we examine both photos, we see that they were taken in succession, one after another. The ghostly, unwanted passenger in the car, however, doesn't appear to move at all and stays seated in the same position the entire time. The capture is creepy, but how can we debunk this? Five. They were hanging out, and a ghost began to swing with them. This group of young people witnessed a paranormal experience while chatting and recording a casual video. They claim that a ghost appeared to them during the early morning, and everything quickly became a true nightmare. The time and place in which this sequence took place is not specified. From the video, it can be seen that the conversation was very casual, but from one moment to the next, everything took an esoteric tinge. The friend who was filming with his phone showed the other two who appeared on camera that the third swing that was free, began to move as if someone had climbed on it. The immediate reaction of the group was to run away in terror without trying to find an explanation for what had happened.
Que justo que está, cómo está filmado, que entra en cuadro la última hamaca.
¿Cómo actuaría vos?
Claro.
Se empieza a mover la máquina.
Muchas personas han estado enfermas.
Sucedió algo paranormal, dice el TikTok, porque la hamaca se empieza a mover sola y se empiezan, claro, salen corriendo.
Entrar en sí es un hospital abandonado.
La actuación un poquito mejor. Pero mira otra vez, están charlando,
un
escuchen.
asesinato, es mentira. Pero sí,
charlando
muchas
un
personas
poquito.
han estado enfermas y sí, obviamente han muerto acá.
pasado,
¡Oh, mano!
espera.
¡Ya era mano!
Hermano, se pegaron flor de susto.
4. A mother and her child were caught on their home CCTV walking down their own driveway. This shouldn't have been anything out of the ordinary, but it was. In the photo, we see the figure of 2 children captured, but this is impossible since there was only one. The child's mother also went to state that her daughter was holding the other ghostly child's hand. The image can be interpreted as both creepy and touching. 3. They recorded paranormal activity in a company. The security cameras of the warehouse of a cleaning supplies company managed to record strange movements that occurred between the boxes. The workers at Limplus, a cleaning supplies company, still haven't come out of their stupor. It is that they witnessed a paranormal event that occurred in their workplace and nothing was ever the same for them. The video, which has gone viral on social networks, was captured by the security cameras of the business and shows the appearance of a ghost in one of the deposits. At first, before seeing the security footage, they thought it could be pigeons or a cat, but this was ruled out. It felt as if they were moving boxes, as if they were ordering, until a colleague came down in fear and told me that the products began to fall from the shelves. Products that could not fall on their own. So, one day I was in the office and a partner came out agitated. They just scared me, he added. 2. She recorded a video with her daughter, and in the background a ghost appeared. The sequence was posted on TikTok by a user named Jessica Catanesi. The woman in the video was dancing very calmly with her baby, and the idea was just to upload that moment for fun. But when reviewing the footage, she discovered something terrifying. It is that while reviewing the footage, she was able to see an unexpected shadow that appeared crawling underneath her son's bed. When I saw it again, I saw something crawling underneath my son's bed. My husband had our 2 dogs with him, and I was alone at home with my daughter when I recorded this, she explained, clarifying that in her house there are no rodents either.
What's going on at their house, you guys? Sorry, it's been so long since I updated. And if you haven't seen my story, I'm just going to update with that. Basically, we had an exterminator come out, and the exterminator searched up in the attic, did not find anything. He came back with a ladder and did a really big look up there, and basically he was like, yeah, you guys definitely don't have a rodent issue. There's no insects, there's no bugs, there's no evidence of any pest problem. I'll spray anyways. He searched the whole premises of the property to see if there's any openings. He looked outside of the house where the opening, where the attic would be, and there's no openings there. So he has no idea like what that animal is. I showed him the video several times, and he believes in paranormal stuff, so he was thinking that it has to do with something with that 100%, and it was just discouraging to me because I was hoping that it was a rodent problem, because that would make more sense. So now we're just left with this mystery. We had a priest come this weekend. He was here for several hours. He prayed with us, he blessed the home, he gave some really great spiritual advice, and he was so kind and sweet, and I was so happy for that to happen, because I think that's just going to give me like a lot of peace until we move, because there's just things that keep on happening here over and over again. Like last night I closed all of the blinds and curtains and went to go take a shower. I got out and it was like nighttime, and all of the blinds and the curtains were open as if it didn't even happen. And I got mad at my husband. I was like, why are you pranking me? Like, this isn't a good time to do this. And he was like, I definitely did not do that. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't even see that they were opened. Like, that's crazy. Stuff like that is happening to him. We're losing things are misplaced. We put things away and then they're out, and it's just like constantly like things like that are happening, and it's just really frustrating. It's a lot. And we are just over it. I am petrified with fear, you guys. When I'm off of TikTok, I I don't even get up in the middle of the night to get water. If my husband is at work, I will pack a bag for my kids to be out of the house all day long. So I am just ready to leave. I'm ready to be out of this house. I'm ready for this all to be done with. This is my reality, and uprooting our family. We've lived in 3 different states in the 6 years of us being married, lived in 4 different houses. This will be our 5th house we're moving into, and we're moving out of this state in 10 months. So that came with a lot of consideration. And obviously we are just really done with everything that's happening in this house to have made the decision to move our family and get out of here. So we are calling the housing office every single day. We did the walkout inspection, that's taken care of. So any time now, like in the next week or 2, we will be moving. And right now we are just boxing our house up, getting everything clean. So the second we get that call, we will be out of here. Like that same day is our plan. So that's the update.
When she discovered the shadow underneath the child's bed, the woman did not hesitate to approach the bed to see what it had really been. And she, still shocked by what she experienced, showed where the light sources were located and how little space there was under the bed, so she ruled out the possibility that somebody had crawled under there, so she reaffirmed the paranormal theory. Something striking is that her eldest son has been coming for some time, assuring that he has an imaginary friend and talks to her constantly, convinced that her existence is real. That is why the mother has begun to suspect that it actually is a ghost. One. The internet is still trying to figure out what this creature is. The strange and unidentified creature was captured by the Amarillo Zoo outside the zoo. It happened in the dark and early morning hours of May 21st, around 1:25 a.m. Is it a person with a strange hat who likes to walk at night? A chupacabra? 3. Terror in a parking lot by a ghost car that moves on its own. The video shows the moment when the vehicle, which was completely alone, began to move forward. No logical explanation was found for this paranormal video. It is that the security cameras of the parking lot managed to capture the exact moment in which a ghost took over a car that was parked and began to move it around the property. The supernatural sequence of just over 3 minutes was shared on YouTube by the Ecuadorian National Police and has more than 3 million views. Although the situation was recorded in 2015, it has started trending again in recent days. Throughout the footage, you can see a man approach the haunted car, removes the alarm, looks for a bag in it, and resets the alarm. Just a few moments later, the Suzuki Forza started up on its own, making a sound as if it were trying to start up, and began to coast straight through the site. With no one inside and at a very slow pace, as if driven by a ghost, it ended up against a wall in the parking lot, and a few seconds later it stopped making noise. Upon returning, the uniformed owner of the vehicle could not understand how it had gotten there. At first he walked around the car a few times, as if looking for some logical explanation for what he was seeing. Later he returned accompanied by a colleague, and together they checked out that everything was in order with the car, but without discovering what had made him move. Watch the sequence of events and draw your own conclusions. 2. Woman sees the ghost move swings. While the woman was waiting for the bus at the corner, she noticed that the swings in the plaza located in front of the bus station moved completely by themselves. With quick reflexes, she decided to record the scene in order to have evidence for what she saw with her eyes. What not everyone knew is that behind this alleged paranormal scene, there is a terrible accident that occurred in the area a few years ago, and that would have left the spirit of a child prisoner in that square. A few years ago, there was an accident in which a car was driving at high speeds by a woman. She ran over a child who was crossing the avenue, and a little boy died. As a consequence of that event, the driver was hospitalized. However, she survived and was never arrested or tried for the death of the child. Since then, they say that the spirit of the child who walks through the plaza demanding justice for the injustice. 1. They captured paranormal activity in a company warehouse, and it went viral. Although the place or date on which it was recorded is not specified, It is a recording made by the company's employees when they noticed that one of the garbage cans in the warehouse was completely out of place. Upon reviewing the footage, the workers discovered that none of their colleagues had been responsible for the disorder, nor had anyone outside the company, but that it was all the fault of a ghost.
11:37 de la noche en Senare. No absolutamente nadie. Pues ahí son 11:38. Empiezo a mover. No puedo ver.
Ay, mierda.
Senare.
Ya se fue.
Eso es lo que no entiendo, Jesús. Mire, cómo se ve, Jesús.
Security cameras captured the moment in which a couple of Ecuadorian content creators, La China Nicole and Juan K. Sykes, were pushed by a mysterious force. In the clip the last 3 minutes, the couple is seen getting ready to sleep. However, when they are both in bed watching television, a strange force abruptly removes the blanket in which they are wrapped. Frightened, the young man leaves his bed in search for answers and tries to calm his girlfriend. A few seconds later, Sykes is thrown towards one of the walls of the room, while La China Nicole, who is pregnant, makes a gesture that denotes pain in her belly, and, later, she is also rammed. Immediately, Juan K. rushes to help her, and the two leave the bedroom, realizing that movements are taking place throughout the house.
Mira, oye, mira, son los cuadros. Mira. Mira, me lo vi loco como es loco. Mira, ahí ya cae, ahí, mira, ahí ya no puede más la China, mira. Mira, el televisor, hermano. No encontraba las llaves, Juanca, mira, ahí recién encuentro las llaves. O sea, es en toda la casa, hermano. Es toda la casa. Es toda la casa. Toda la casa, toda la casa. O sea, yo ni siquiera pretendo que Juan que se lleve esas cosas, no, con la casa no.
Amy has an imaginary friend that she might want to be more scared of than she actually is. We see the pale, creepy arms, and moments later, they are gone.
Amy? Amy?
He found something hidden inside the doll and was worried that it might have been an example of witchcraft.
¿Qué se está ocurriendo?
They begin to scream and panic after witnessing a dark figure hiding behind some bushes. They conclude that it was a duende, or legendary little person creature. The video is compelling, but it is still hard to tell what exactly that was. A toll worker caught the ghost of a woman in the middle of the night. The man was doing his shift in a guard booth when a specter appeared in the place and began to terrify him. At 4:26 in the morning, he claims to have heard a knocking on the door. Then the cup on the table next to him suddenly moved all by itself. Later, a heavy metal barrier outside did the same thing. Despite the fear of the situation, he went out to fix it, unable to make sense of what was causing all this strange activity to happen, other than, of course, the paranormal. Their home security camera captured a strange, dark creature walking along the family's driveway at night. Some say it looks like a regular wild animal passing through, but there is something there that just isn't quite right. The family has documented numerous encounters with the paranormal and regularly shares their captures online.